This time on Beard Builds, we fire up the saw so that we can do a trunnion replacement on an LS3 with a blower. Trust me, it'll all make sense in a little bit. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I feel like I owe you an explanation onto the intro as grabbing the saw out to do a trunnion replacement on a blown LS3. Alright, so we'll use my ute as an example, right? Yep, relatively low. Definitely low in the back because I'm too lazy to wind the coilovers up because it looks ballin', yeah? So, one of my mates is going to pop around here tomorrow. We're going to upgrade the trunnions on his blown LS3. Like I said, I'll teach you how to do that. The reason why I'm breaking the saw out is my ute's low. Yep. Nathan's Maloo is lower again. Now I've got a super low profile jack, but the one thing that I hate doing is jacking a car up and, like, you know, you occasionally sort of tap the bumper or the side skirt or something like that. It just infuriates me. So I have broken the saw out. Yes, it is going to be used when we do Nathan's trunnion kit, but there's a reason. So I'm going to make just like a little set of wooden ramps that you just sort of use to roll the car up onto, that you can then get the jack under without smacking the bottom lip of the front bar or on the side skirt. So we'll quickly knock these up, and then it'll be a brand new day and the world's most pretty damn awesome looking Maloo for how old it is going to roll up, and I'm going to take you through doing a trunnion upgrade on an LS motor. It amazes me that people roll around with stock trunnions in their, you know, stock rocker arms and stuff like that, and then go and exceed what the factory lift limitations are on the rocker arms, which I think is about 530 or 540 thou lift. So you go and jam a big lift camshaft in an LS and don't upgrade your trunnions, you're just begging to have some nastiness end up in the bottom end of your motor and trashing a motor. Alright, so we'll get to that tomorrow, but for now, let's break the saw out, smack these up and get it done. 3 bits of timber stacked up. Just got to have enough ramp in between them so that the car will just sort of get up on there. Use 20 mil, there's 60 mil, right? So that's an extra 60 mils by the time you roll the ute up, or in this case Nathan's Maloo up on it. You're going to have an extra 60 mils of front bar clearance to then slide the jack under. My low profile jack is 55 mil high. So realistically I should be able to get that jack under there on that pretty much straight away. Even if Nathan's car was like completely aired out on airbags, it'd still go under. Nathan's car isn't aired out on airbags, it's just had the coilovers basically bottomed out. But look, like I said, it'll all make sense tomorrow when we actually get into doing it. Trust me, all right? I know what I'm doing. Sometimes, maybe, potentially, who knows? I guess you'll have to come along for the ride and find out. Okay, so it's not like you need a jack any LS powered car up to pull the coil packs and the rocker covers off and pull the rockers off and upgrade the trunnions. Now the reason why I'm just knocking these up, like I said, so we can get a jack under Nathan's ute. So there's a few other things I want to check out as well. So Nate's Maloo runs solid engine mounts. Now, I don't know, like if it was a drag car, sure. I'm not really sold on solid engine mounts for a street car. Yeah, okay, it makes bulk power, don't get me wrong. Like somewhere in the neighbourhood of 700 horsepower to the tyres. But you look at what that is going to do and like puts undue stress on the rest of it. So basically that's just hard bolted to the K-frame now, and you think about all the other things that it could impact on. So we're going to run Nathan's ute up onto these little ramps that I've made, then jack it up from there, obviously put it on jack stands and stuff like that. I'm going to crawl under it and do a nut and bolt check on everything, check out the engine mounts, check out the starter motor cover and stuff like that. But yes, the main key of why Nate's coming around is so that I can do his trunnion kit, and like I said, I'll explain that as well. Alright, I'm finished knocking up these ramps now, and as you can tell, super dark. It's almost night time. Time for me and Help Dog to go for a walk. The face you make when you're waiting for your friend's blower car. But luckily, still got my pimp ass couch to sit in and wait. So Nate's on his way around now, so should be able to get his car in here, and yeah, we'll go from there. So there's the little ghetto sort of low block ramps that are knocked up, so I can get the jack under it at least. And yeah, like I said, now we're just chilling time, waiting for Nathan to turn up. Getting pretty excited. Yeah, not gonna lie to you. So it's like Christmas. Righto, so Nate's finally here in his Maloo, so gonna rock her into the shed and then stick it up on our little ramp, jack it up, nut and bolt check everything underneath, and then we're gonna jump into smacking these trunnions out of the rockers. We'll go from there. Ew! Alright guys, so there's Nathan's replacement trunnion kit. Got all the rocker covers and everything off his motor now so we can let it cool down. Because believe it or not, he only drove it, what, more than 20 minutes and this thing is like on fire, it's that fucking hot. But that's the joys of aluminium motors. So there you go, stock rockers. Don't know if you're able to see it or not, but we'll get a good shot when they're on the bench. Stock trunnions. Notice this thing right fucking here? People, if I can learn you one lesson today, do not put a blower on a car and then do not put a fucking trunnion kit in your rockers. Please, I'm begging you. This wasn't Nathan's fault. This was supposed to have been done at an amazing workshop in Cairns. We're not going to name names, but I'm pretty sure they went from a 2-letter acronym to a 3-letter acronym. And they've got a big green sign. So if anyone's familiar with Cairns, I'm sure you'll work out who I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to let this bitch cool down and then pull these rockers off and start smacking these fucking pathetic needle bearing trunnions out that GM thought were awesome. Righto, so one rocker up, one completely gutted bits of random shitty factory trunnion. So problem with these is so the half crescent shape on them versus a beautiful one that'll come out eventually, maybe not. Yes. All right. So there's a comparison of them on the ends. So what the new ones allow is allow for that extra lift potential that you're going to get with a bigger lift camshaft. I don't know if I said it earlier or not, but stock ones will take somewhere up to about 510 thou lift. Like that's kind of where they're maxed out, and that's due to the fact that they're only limited to how far that they can rotate. And they're also limited by their design, being the needle bearing business. Now, gently these little cups slide in when you've got all your needles in the right spot. This one doesn't because one's popped out. But what happens is these cups back out and then all of these needle bearings do this into your sump. Just like that. End up with all that shit in the bottom end of your motor. It's definitely not where you want to be.
Come on, brother.
Hang on. Let's beat it.
You sure you don't want to fucking clean these as we go? You're not worried? No, we're going to push this through, you reckon? Or how do we? Oh, we that's what we use, that's right.
Use that, my bro.
We're on with this.
Sick.
Get the wipe out.
Finger, Jesus, mate.
Yeah,
Come on.
Delicate.
There's no expense spared, mate. We've got another 5 litres up there if you want. Mate, if we run out of putting oil in this, I'm be shamed.
Alright, big chamfer.
Yep.
We're doing big chamfer. Yeah. To get it started. You can pretty much just bring them home the first one, can't you? Yeah. With the timber.
Yep.
There's so many different ways online people do it, and some people are like, no, you need the tool. Fuck, come on, mate. It's fucking brass bush, can't it? Self-reliant stuff. We're good?
All wreck, yep.
One day. This one flush. That's, I think I like the timber. Just gives you that soft.
Yeah, it's just enough to give you that push, but at the same time not be too savage.
Maybe a smidge more.
You reckon? Yep. Because you don't want to butt them in there too hard, because then what you do is you rub that hard on the shoulder and it makes them stiff.
It's just on flush. That's pretty good fucking done. Yeah, that one.
That's tucking raw there, eh?
Trunnion. What do we say? Oh.
Fucking roll that away. Now we were a 16.
16 and the 17 on it. We found with the goods. Was it 17 on the bush side?
Yep. Had to have been.
And the 16.
There's something.
Can't. We find out the one in the car. Can't fucking time.
Fuck it, just go
So
in.
if we were doing this yesterday, it'd be fucking dark.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gotta shoot through it. Make sure we do it all. You've only got to fuck one. Well, here we go.
Right, fuck one goat, man. That's life.
That's it.
That's life, baby.
Coming in.
Hang on, I'll pop it down.
Yep.
So there's some right up the top of there.
G.
Yep. Too late now, bruv.
That's right.
How's it feel?
Yeah, she's.
Okay, so we've got one assembled now with the brand new Trunnion stuff in it. Old one, new one. This one, full range of motion. This one, about like that. So, hence why we're doing this. Okay, so it's probably shitty lighting in here, but as you can see, that's all packed up. Look at him go. What a McKean. Yeah, so I've now got some nice black grass at the front, you know. Welded up some pull slide stands for him as well. And look, don't look at a few marks on the side of it that we may have left there. I mean, that's probably me, not me, kind of a sloth. Looks like fat gut marks, so yeah, that's definitely me. But yeah, look, trunnions are all done in nice ride now, and look, not gonna lie to you, absolute zero engine noise. Went out, loaded it up, did all the right things, drove it around, you know, and it is beautiful now, absolutely beautiful. But in the course of that, we did find another couple of things. Like I said, I wanted to nut and bolt check things. We found one of the left-hand engine mount is a bit sad, and must be the left-hand side of this car, Nate. So we had a look at the left-hand side trunnions, and most of them were fingered.
Yeah.
Left-hand engine mount, and now a left cat. But look, I mean, play silly games, win silly prizes, you know what I mean? Like modified cars, shit happens all the time. So yeah, we chase that down. Next mish will be throwing a new cat in it, and away we go. But look, so thanks to Nate for coming over today.
Thanks, mate.
No, you're right, buddy. And
man, stoked with it. Real happy.
and yeah, that'll be it for this one. Just a short video. Just want to put it together so that there's knowledge in the world about trunnions and what people need to do with them, or people not to do with them. Like, oh, you run a blower, big lift camshaft on stock ones. Not saying Nathan's guilty, but Nathan's guilty. Rightio. Wave goodbye to Nate. One mate, alright, back on the road. So, bruv. Job done. Till next time. No. Here, give me for a sec. Ready? I need a thumbnail picture. Put that there like that. Man.
Tell the hard. These cunts, we'll pick this cunt up, put it back in, and it'll take fucking 90 of these with it.
Be like magnet. Halfway, bro.
Mm. Fucking, you're fucking doing.